Welcome back to the channel. In 2026, a few motorcycles are so unbelievably dependable that owners routinely stack 100,000 miles with mostly routine maintenance. And that's shocking for dealership service revenue. Today is the insane data-driven list of 7 machines that stay on the road, stay out of the shop, and quietly make repair season a lot less profitable. Number 7. Kawasaki KLR650. The KLR650 is a durability-first dual sport that's been refined over decades. And it's here because it keeps ownership simple. It fits this list because the KLR's pattern is predictable, scheduled service, wear items, and far fewer surprise repairs than more complicated adventure bikes. The 652cc liquid-cooled single makes about 40 horsepower and 39.1 pound-feet of torque. It's not built to sprint, it's built to run. And it delivers its power in a calm, tractable way that doesn't punish the engine. Here's where the dealer angle shows up in real life. KLR owners tend to buy them to keep them. They set them up once, luggage, tires, maybe a seat, and then they just ride. That means fewer trade-ins and fewer mystery problems that require hours of diagnostic labor. And because the KLR is mechanically straightforward, a lot of owners handle basics themselves. That doesn't mean it never needs a shop. It means the bike isn't constantly demanding one. In the US, the KLR 650 starts around $6,999, and ABS versions typically list around $7,299. The verdict? If someone wants a long-term motorcycle that doesn't turn into a service department relationship, the KLR's simple formula keeps delivering. Number 6. Suzuki DR 650S. The DR 650S is old school in the best way. Simple, durable, and easy to keep going for years. It belongs here because it's the kind of bike people buy specifically to avoid expensive complexity. And that choice shows up in fewer high-dollar service visits. The 644cc air and oil-cooled single is tuned for usable torque and steady work. In measured testing, the DR 650S has been documented around 35.1 horsepower and 32.2 pound-feet of torque at the rear wheel. On the road, it feels steady and cooperative, not frantic. For the dealer angle, this is the classic maintenance bike versus repair bike. DR owners usually spend money on consumables, tires, chain and sprockets, brake pads, and normal service intervals. When something does need attention, access is straightforward and parts supply is strong. Now, an honest note that actually matters for long-term owners. Comfort is the DR's weak spot in stock form. Many riders upgrade the seat or tweak suspension. The upside is that these are predictable, one-time improvements, not recurring reliability headaches. MSRP typically starts around $7,299. The verdict? The DR 650S stays in garages for a long time because it doesn't punish owners with complexity or constant shop time. Number 5. Suzuki SV 650 ABS. The SV 650 is a long-running middleweight that earns its place by balancing everyday performance with a durable, well-proven engine platform. It fits this list because it tends to avoid the repeat visit problems that generate dealership profit, especially compared to newer bikes that stack features and sensors onto everything. The 645cc liquid-cooled 90-degree V-twin is known for a smooth, torque-rich delivery. That matters because riders aren't forced to live at high RPM just to keep the bike moving. It pulls cleanly, runs composed, and stays friendly for real-world commuting and weekend miles. The dealer consequence is subtle, but real. When a bike's ownership story is mostly oil, tires, and ride, it doesn't create many opportunities for expensive troubleshooting. The SV's simplicity reduces the odds of getting trapped in those modern, time-consuming diagnostic loops. Also, this is one of the rare bikes that works for both returning riders and experienced ones without needing to prove anything. That broad, satisfied owner base is usually a sign of a platform that doesn't cause drama. For 2026, MSRP is around $8,149 for the SV650 ABS. The verdict? The SV650 keeps earning long-term respect because it delivers dependable daily riding without constantly asking for dealer attention. Number 4. Honda NC750X. The NC750X is a practical motorcycle built around low-stress engineering, and that's a big reason it belongs on this list. It fits the "dealers hate it" idea because the NC tends to live a steady life, commuting, touring, everyday miles, with minimal unscheduled repair drama. The 745cc liquid-cooled parallel twin produces about 58.5 horsepower and 50.9 pound-feet of torque. The torque arrives low, and the bike encourages smooth riding and short shifting rather than constant high RPM use. Over time, that's how engines last. The NC's practicality also changes buying behavior. Riders who use the built-in storage every day and value the calm character of the drivetrain tend to keep the bike longer. And longer ownership often means fewer trade cycles, another quiet way the dealership loses revenue. Certain trims offer Honda's DCT. The important point isn't to sell it as magic, it's that Honda's approach is mature and widely used across models, and owners typically report consistent day-to-day operation when service is kept current. In the US, the 2026 NC750X DCT starts around $9,499. The verdict? The NC750X is what happens when a bike is designed to be ridden constantly, without constantly needing the shop. Number 3. Kawasaki Versys 650 LT ABS. The Versys 650 is a real-world upright tourer built around one of Kawasaki's most proven engine platforms. It earns this spot because it combines comfort with long-term durability, and it tends to rack up mileage without turning into a recurring service problem. The 649cc parallel twin delivers about 66 horsepower and 45.0 pound-feet of torque. On the road, it feels refined and flexible, with the kind of power delivery that makes long highway days easy and back roads enjoyable without stressing the engine. Here's a pattern break that matters. Documented owner reports exist of Versys 650s crossing 100,000 miles and still running strong. That's the kind of longevity that doesn't leave much room for profitable, unexpected repairs. The LT trim supports the keep it for years buyer with practical touring equipment. And when a bike is comfortable enough to ride often, it tends to be maintained properly. Another reason these engines commonly stay healthy for a long time. MSRP for the 2026 Versys 650 LT ABS is around $10,399. The verdict? If someone wants comfort with a platform that doesn't turn ownership into a repair hobby, the Versys keeps proving it belongs. Number 2. Suzuki V-Strom 650. The V-Strom 650 has a reputation that's hard to dispute because it's been validated by long-distance owners for years. It fits this list because it's repeatedly associated with very high mileage and low drama ownership. And that's exactly the kind of bike that doesn't generate much unscheduled service revenue. The 645cc V-twin is rated around 71 horsepower and roughly 45.7 pound-feet of torque. It's tuned for real-world use, steady highway cruising, clean fueling, and a character that doesn't ask to be flogged to do the job. Now the credibility anchor. Motorcyclist has noted that reports of 100,000 trouble-free miles on the V-Strom 650 aren't uncommon. When a platform earns that kind of language in mainstream coverage, it's usually because enough owners have put in the miles to make it believable. And here's why dealers hate that. The V-Strom shows up for scheduled maintenance and tires, not for expensive diagnostic hunts. Many owners keep them for years because they're comfortable, practical, and predictable. That combination reduces trade frequency and reduces repair revenue. Pricing varies by trim and market, but historically, the V-Strom has delivered a strong capability per dollar ratio in the adventure touring world. The verdict? The V-Strom 650 keeps earning loyalty by being the kind of bike that stays in service, not in a service bay. Number 1. Honda Goldwing. The Honda Goldwing takes number 1 because it has one of the most established long-haul durability reputations in motorcycling, built on decades of riders using it exactly as intended. Serious touring mileage, year after year. The 1,833cc liquid-cooled flat 6 produces about 125 horsepower and roughly 125 pound-feet of torque. The delivery is exceptionally smooth, and that smoothness isn't just comfort. It reduces drivetrain shock and long-term stress when a bike lives at highway speed. Here's the direct dealer angle line that closes the loop. When a touring platform is known for stacking six-figure mileage with relatively few unscheduled mechanical problems, the dealership mostly gets routine service visits, not the profitable emergency repairs that keep bays full. And Honda backs that reputation with a very specific detail. In the US, new Goldwings come with a 3-year transferable, unlimited mileage, limited warranty. That's rare in the motorcycle world, and it's a strong signal of confidence in the platform. Pricing depends on trim, but the Goldwing family starts around the mid-$20,000 range in the US. The verdict? For riders who want a motorcycle engineered to cross states reliably, the Goldwing's track record is the benchmark. And with this, we have reached the end of this video. Which one of these would you actually keep for the next 10 years? And which bike has already saved you the most headaches and unexpected repair bills? Drop your answer in the comments below. Make sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel